This is The Tea Project with your host, Gadiel and Michelle, a husband and wife duo where they will be discussing countless topics such as parenting and marriage, personal finance, managing a household, personal and professional development, and so much more. Gadiel is a father, husband, a military veteran, and a lawyer. Michelle is a mother, wife, boss, and above all, a productivity enthusiast. Each week, they will be providing you with fresh and valuable content, so stay tuned. And now, welcome to The Tea Project.
Hey folks, welcome to another fantastic episode of Tea Project.
Hi everybody.
Today we're going to do another episode on credit cards. Specifically, how to understand your credit card. If you want to know more about credit cards, our last episode was how to pay off your credit fast. Check that out if you want to know more. So today we're actually going to do a role play so you can get a good understanding of how to understand your credit card. I'm going to be Johnny. Johnny is new to Miami, recently moved from Pennsylvania. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And he's new at credit cards, right? He's his first time living on his own. He's in college. He applied for a credit card.
So how much is his...
He doesn't know. So let's get into it, right? Michelle is actually my good friend, my mentor. And I know her because she is a senior at the college, right? A 8-year senior. She's like Van Wilder. She's been at the college. I met her there, but she's very familiar with credit cards. Okay, so let's get into it. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny Utah here from Pennsylvania. Listen, you know I'm a freshman. I'm new at life, and I'm just living on my own. And I just received my first credit card statement. I applied for it. They gave me $5,000. I quickly ramped up $3,000. And I got this bill, and there's interest, and there's numbers, and there's a lot of terms, and it's like 10 pages for just a few purchases. It's crazy. Can you help me out understand the credit card?
All right, let's look at your credit card statement. So the first sheet usually will tell you what the your payment due date is, your new balance, or your and your minimum payment. Okay. So first question is what is your interest rate?
My interest rate. Okay, where would I find it? I have no clue.
So let's look. It's at the very well, you'll find it in different places. So let's just go to the last page because usually that's where you'll see it.
Okay.
All right. You have an interest rate of 17.4%.
Is that good?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I'm telling you. Woo.
That's high.
Okay.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what the interest rate is. I'm totally against paying interest.
Right. So it could be high, 17, 25, 30. It doesn't matter because...
You shouldn't pay it.
You shouldn't pay it.
You should just...
Well, I got a $3,000 balance.
Okay, so here's... The first thing I would tell you to do is pay the $3,000. Okay. If that's your balance, pay it. You have to budget yourself to... if you're going to spend X amount on your credit card, make sure you allocate $1,000 or whatever the amount is for the end of the month to pay that back. Because credit cards should be used... really just to build credit. Right. You have to figure out how you're going to use the credit card and not how the credit card's going to use you. Right. So the goal is to not pay interest and to build credit.
Gotcha.
So having a $3,000 balance on your card is not a good thing because that is a 60% utilization on your credit. And one of the things that ding your credit is your utilization. So you want to bring that down. My
score.
Correct. Your credit score. Yeah.
Okay.
What you want to do is bring it down from 60% to 30%, which means you would have to pay down $1,500. However, I did say pay the $3,000. Okay. So first pay the $3,000 and then the next month, don't spend more than $1,500. Okay. Keep it at $1,500 every single month.
What? Just use it on what? Movies, restaurants, or
use
gas?
it on things that you already expect to pay. Right. For instance, gas. Your
my cell phone bill.
Your cell phone bill. Things that are fixed.
Gotcha.
So your cell phone, your internet or whatever you call it.
Netflix.
Not maybe. Yeah, sure. If it's in your budget, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to create a budget.
You need to create a budget. So
can you teach me how? Remember, you're the 8-year senior at the college. Can you teach me how to do a budget as well?
That'll be another episode.
Another episode, okay. But you need to teach me. Don't just say the word budget and expect me to know. I have no idea.
Okay.
Maybe I'm Johnny from PA.
Next time.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Well, we have limited time right now.
Okay.
So, all right. So we talked about your interest rate.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the
credit utilization. What about payment though? What if I can't pay off the $3,000 balance? Can I just make it a minimum payment?
Make the minimum
half?
payment
Okay.
because you also want to make sure that you make your payments timely. You have to be like very, very strict on that because time is also another factor in your credit score. In fact, paying on time is 35% of your credit score. 30% is your credit utilization.
Mm-hmm.
So
paying it on time just simply means making the minimum payment on time, not the balance.
The minimum payment.
Gotcha.
But then again, remember, you make the minimum payment, you're going to pay those high interest.
The interest, right.
On there. So if we go back to the first sheet, you're going to see there's a box in there that kind of gives you two scenarios, what it would look like in terms of how much you're going to pay in interest if you just make the minimum payment, how long it'll take you. And then if you added a little bit more to your minimum payment, how would that look like? And then what the savings is.
Gotcha.
So every statement, I want to say 99 to maybe 100% of credit card statements now come with that.
That's a snapshot.
I think it was a couple of years ago, maybe 5+ years ago, that they incorporated that into the credit card.
If that weren't the case, you would have to create your own spreadsheet and run the numbers yourself as far as the scenario.
Right. And honestly, I bypassed that because I'm totally against paying interest, and I just pay the
Gotcha.
total balance in full. But for those who are not like math people or whatever, then that's a very handy tool because it helps you in seeing what would it look like if I just made the minimum payment.
For example, here looking at this statement, it says if we didn't pay this off, if I didn't pay the $3,000 in full, then I'd be paying a couple grand or more on interest alone.
And the time that it'll take you as well, because it gives you how many years it'll take you to pay that off.
Wow. Okay. I'm glad you helped me out with this.
So do you have any other questions, Johnny?
Well, Michelle, I want to know when you're going to graduate. That's the question I have. You can't be I get it.
Graduate with my kiddos.
Okay. All right, folks, this is our episode here. If you have any questions, any specific questions about how to understand your credit cards, please leave that in the question box.
Or you can shoot us an email.
Shoot us an email as well. That's in the description below. You'll get our email address. And also follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
You want to tell them their email address?
Sure, it's Productive Bunch LLC@gmail.com, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram. The handle is Productive Bunch, or on YouTube, Productive Bunch as well.
And then T Project.
And then our T Project. Our Instagram handle is T Project Podcast. It's a mouthful.
So we hope to see you there.
Hope you see you there. If you're not, boy, I'm going to do another episode and we're going to find you. Okay? Y'all have a good day. God bless.